Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Just thought I'd return to you for this live stream and give me a second. I gotta go moderate the chat for a moment. I thought I'd return to you about what the avatar that I have here is the Dance Gavin Dance Pantheon album artwork. Yes, Titan, I hear you. Wow. Your meows are so urgent. Just kidding. But yeah, let me go moderate the chat real quick. Alright, done. So yeah, this stream today was to talk about some things and more. Nothing drama related, but there is a thing. Oh, I'm doing all right, Josue. How are you doing? You want to come in the stream? Because I'll send you the link if you want. Um, yeah, just give me a second. I usually like to send the links privately. If you do want to come in, of course. Just give me 1 second. Let me go to my StreamYard thing. So, yeah, but just copy the link. I'll send you the link anyway in case you do want to join. It's your choice, and there's the link for you for the stream. Just in case you do want to join, it's your choice. But yeah, the thing I was going to talk about was something that is my avatar. So apparently, I found out yesterday, or sometime evening time yesterday, the new Dance Gavin Dance album just leaked on Alter Portal and Core Radio, the web pages I go to download my music. So I found out that it leaked. I was like, 2 months early? Like, I'm not gonna. I mean, I feel bad for Dance Gavin Dance because I know they're gonna find out about it and not be too happy about it. And yeah, the record was really good. I'll give it that. But I can't share any more information towards that. But I will say most of the songs are very strong. Um, that's all I'm going to share with you on that matter. I don't want to disclose any more info on the whole Dance Gavin Dance record other than the fact that I've heard 4 of the tracks and then I've heard the whole album as of yesterday, and this morning I was listening to it. It's a very strong record, by the way. Brian. Brian May? Oh, okay. Uh, hello, Diana. Welcome to the stream. Um, but yeah, so Dance Gavin Dance new record did leak online, unfortunately, and I really feel bad for the band because I know they put a lot of hard work into this record. They're already going to be releasing a new single. I found out that A Shoulder to Cry On is not one of the singles, and I know I reviewed that, but I'm just going to keep the review up anyway. Um, but if it gets taken down and I get a strike for it, I'm going to be so upset. I'm like, look, I can delete this video if I want to, but it's been out for a few weeks, so I'm not going to even bother. I'm just going to let it roll off my back for a little bit until I'm asked to take it down. Sorry, drinking a Pepsi. One of those liter Pepsis. They actually have them on sale right now at Walmart for $1. It's actually a solid deal. But other than that, I think with what I wanted to talk about was just the whole Dance Gavin Dance, uh, sh- not a shoulder to cry on Pantheon album. Because yes, it leaked last night, the whole entire record. It's available for download now. You have to go to Alter Portal or Core Radio, but I'm only saying that because that's where I go to get my source of music early. That's how I'm able to review music early, because I download it. But other than that, yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've just been chilling mostly this Monday afternoon. I've been trying to find some work, but it's been a little hard because of the economy and all that. But other than that, yeah, nothing new has happened. Just chilling. Been trying to make some money doing certain surveys, but you know how it is. The struggle is real. And yeah, if anyone, I don't like e-begging like some people say I do. But hey, what's up, Chayton? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm just. What I was gonna say was I don't like e-begging, but I only give people the option if they want to. Like, let's say they ask me to review an album, if it's like an older album or whatever. I will charge them, unfortunately, because that's how I have to get by financially for my channel, for making money on the side for my channel, and also got to make a living off something. And what better way than paid requests? But people are allowed to say no if they want. They do have that option. If they can't afford it, I completely understand. Times are tough, and I know it's gonna get really tough now since of what happened recently, political wise. But I've already explained it on my video back on Thursday or Friday, and some people didn't like it. But whatever. It's whatever. It's just I'm only here to just entertain an audience that I want to entertain, and just do what I do on YouTube. Just reviews, music reviews, movie reviews, sometimes video game reviews, but right now it's kind of on a hold for a little bit. And yeah, the only reason why I don't do gaming streams is because I don't have a system right now to do a gaming stream. There's certain things that I've had to do financially to get by, which is unfortunate, but um, I didn't part ways with my console. I probably will be getting another console next year. It's just this year has kind of not gone the way I wanted it to. I thought things were going to do really good, but turns out shit happens. Like, life can do a full 180 on you, and you won't see it coming. Like, you'll have your good days and your bad days like everyone else, but basically, it's just things didn't go. Oh, no, it's okay. Um, it's just life took a different turn for me. And I mean, granted, I'm stressed because I have to financially provide from time to time, but it comes to a point where you kind of have to say, all right, well, I gotta find a way to get a job, basically. And I'm looking into my sources right now, and I'm still applying, and applying myself to look for that job. But it's taken time, but I think I'll probably get one pretty soon. Hopefully, pretty soon. I just cross my fingers and hope I get it, basically. But other than that, yeah, the Dance Gavin Dance Pantheon album did leak. It was unfortunate that it did, but I just feel bad for the band because I know they put a lot of hard work into this record, like I said earlier in the stream. And I did listen to all 13 songs on the record. And granted, they're not terrible. They're pretty strong tracks. But, sorry, I've been at the store and stuff, so I didn't seem. It's hard for me to see it because of a cache thing blocking your comment, Josue. Oh, okay. But yeah, um, no, you're good. I understand. It's just we get busy in life sometimes, and sometimes we gotta figure out ways to make money. Yeah, and also provide too. So basically, all I'm gonna say, and how old are you? 29? Um, I'm almost 30, but I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do job wise, and I do want to go back into retail, but the one thing that I had an issue with retail is the drama. Like, you get petty drama, but sometimes you got to find a way to ignore it and say, yeah, I kind of have to do this and get back to work, basically. It's been a little tough, but I'm applying myself. I'm trying at this place by my house, but it's just they. The, I don't want to say too much on that regard, but the manager's very nice, and it it'd be for a position I don't really want to do, but I know I'm gonna have to just to make some kind of money. But if it works out, you just gotta totally ignore drama. That's what I do when that happens. Thankfully, I know everyone works with which helps. Yeah, definitely. And I don't hate working sometimes, but I just want to basically keep trying to look for that job. And I already called a place that's going to help me out with that stuff and possibly transportation too, just to get to there and back. But it's a certain resource center that's going to help me with the job. But good things are starting to happen for the month of July. We do got a few new albums coming out. The whole Slaughter to Prevail record. I am 18. Oh, nice. Um, but yeah, the Slaughter to Prevail Grizzly album. Then you have the Born of Osiris record on this upcoming Friday. Then I think Styx's new album, Bush's new album, and next week. So yeah, there's gonna be some interesting releases. Yeah, granted, I didn't like when Gavin Rosdale came up with the title of the record for Bush's new record, "I Beat Loneliness." I was like, what? I was like, that's kind of a stupid title. But that's the one they went for. So, well. But other than that, it's just I wanted to change my avatar logo for my when I come in stream and all that. So hopefully you like it. It's for the Dance Gavin Dance album. So yeah, I was just surprised that I was able to find that record early, like really early. Like technically it shouldn't be out that early, but it is, so it's fine. Um, but yeah, let me know what else you guys want me to talk about. I just mostly wanted to talk about that and just to catch up, see how everyone else is doing. But basically, it's been one of the super out there question out of curiosity. You don't have an answer, but have you ever been in a relationship? Um, not a committed one, but I've been in one before, but it never worked out uh, due to certain things. If that helps with your answer. But yeah, um, other than that, I'm just mostly going to be doing some more reviews sometime later today. I've just been trying to earn some money and all that. Oh, okay. That's good. Glad it answers your question. But yeah, just was curious. That's fine. I'm open to any question, not anything really personal, but don't want to get too personal, basically. You get what I mean. But other than that, it's just been a pretty peaceful day. I mean, hey, Jasmine, welcome to the stream. So I appreciate anyone that comes on the stream and gives me support and all that. I know there's been some recent activity with certain things, drama related, but I'm not gonna go into topic about that because I don't want to give those kinds of people the satisfaction or attention that they're seeking. But other than that, we're just gonna have a good stream and enjoy it for what it is. Well, I'm gonna provide you guys a good stream. I mean, I could play the songs, but I for the Dance Gavin Dance album, but I would get in trouble, and this stream would be flagged down, and that's not a good thing. And honestly, I love music. Oh, I know, me too. But yeah, I like talking about it and listening to it as well. But yeah, I did hear that album this morning, and I was pretty impressed. I heard it twice already. I'm about to hear it a third time sometime later. Other than that, I think August is going to have more releases. And there is something else I did want to talk about that was on my radar of things to talk about. So I found out that I See Stars' new record, The Wheel, does have a release date. It is September 12th of 2025. I had a feeling it was going to be a September release. Um, I thought it was going to come out in August. They kept saying August, but I guess they had to push it back due to maybe some production issues or they needed to work on it a little more. But I'm excited. And the good news is, I know you guys have been seeing my members only content for Icy Stars. there will be re-releases for re-recordings for those albums with the same thumbnails, but not where it says members only. It'll be straight up publicized album reviews. And that'll drop in August for you guys. Just to get those out of the way real quick and give you something to enjoy. But yeah, that's mostly what I've just been doing. Just listening to music. I do have more members only content coming out, and if you have not joined the channel, definitely join the channel. The memberships run from $2.99 to $9.99. The highest being the $9.99 one a month. But I do it just to I give those kinds of prices just to be fair and just so people can actually afford it a month if they want. It's their choice at the end of the day. But I still give you publicized content, but there is going to be times where I'm going to try to have to make some money off this channel somehow. And that's why I do paid requests. I try to make some money off the channel on the side if I can. That way you get the content, I get the money, then I give you the content that I plan on doing. But other than that, it's not called e-begging like some people say, but it is basically something that I do on the side. It's a paid request option. I give people the option to want to do it. Maroon 5 also. Oh yeah, I wouldn't say I wasn't crazy about Maroon 5's newest singles. I just felt that some of their newest singles haven't been their strong suit. Because keep in mind, um, I don't hate Adam Levine. I just think he has a pretty big ego. I mean, his vocals are good. I won't deny that. And I'm not going to criticize him too much on that matter. But I will say that he's kind of overtaking a little bit of the production with their newest material with a lot of pops friendly kind of stuff. And granted, everyone has a right to their own opinion on what they think of Maroon 5 and other bands like that and artists. But keep in mind, not everyone's going to agree with the same opinion you have. But at the end of the day, it's all about being respectful. I saved a chipmunk's life yesterday and I let it. I couldn't read that because of this certain cash sign saying something out today. And I let it back out today. Oh, let it back out today. Okay. I think I get it now. But other than that, it's just nothing's been going on lately. Just been pretty much chilling. I've been watching some movies, and there's gonna be some chores I gotta do during the rest of the week. But uh, until then, it's just I don't know how long this stream's gonna be because I didn't plan on making it too long. Just basically long enough to talk about the things I wanted to talk about, which was the Dance Gavin Dance record getting leaked very early, and now the Icy Stars album dropping September 12th. So, can't wait for that album, The Wheel, to come out. I mean, we've already gotten 5 of the songs from that record already. Like, the songs I might be able to get on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just let me know, and I'll definitely uh still be on here for a little bit. I don't know how long, but I'll be on for a little bit. Yeah, I've just been trying to earn some money off this thing. So, Yeah, not really much I'm doing today. And by the way, the next um, Iron Maiden album review for Dance of Death is dropping tonight, I think. And I hope you enjoyed my Deepwater Horizon movie review last night, because I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I had a bit to talk about because it was basically pertaining to be about the BP oil rig explosion. That's what the movie was pertaining and what it was explaining about. And that was a good movie. I mean, granted, it's a shame it took 11 people. It's a shame that 11 people died on that rig. Because it's really sad and heartbreaking. But other than that, just the movie was kind of a basic FU to BP, British Petroleum. Which yeah, FU to them. So I think the next throwback movie review will be another interesting one. Kind of a something I wanted to do. And then the following one will be one I'm very excited to do. That I want to do, but I unfortunately can't watch DVDs right now due to some things being in the pawn shop due to trying to get money for groceries, which you understand that sometimes when you run out of money, you gotta find some other ways to make money, even if it's hard. It's just financially, it's kind of struggling right now, but trying to make sure to get on my 2 feet every day and keep uh, pushing to get some more money, even when it's hard sometimes. I still gotta find a way. But yeah, I think I should be getting a job sometime in the week or so. I gotta see when I'm able to start working. But nothing really much has been happening lately. It's just been trying to catch up on some movies for the meantime. I just don't know when I'll start working again. It's just a matter of time and waiting to see what's going to happen. But yeah, I know there's been a lot of new movies coming out. Um, I know the new Jurassic World Rebirth came out, which I heard some people saying it was good, some people said it was mixed, and some people said it was not good. It was very mixed opinions, basically. Hey, what's up, Josue? You there?
Hold on. Hey,
Oh, okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. How you doing?
Doing all right. Just trying to figure out ways to get money right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
know
easy.
how it is.
But, oh yeah. Yeah. Wally. My cat. If you hear some meows, that's my cat. He just wants attention to like type
Yeah,
on me
my
sometimes.
cat's on my bed too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Got anything plans for today, or just chilling? You said.
chilling mostly, but also probably gonna review another movie in a little bit.
Oh, what movie? Have you seen it yet, or about to watch it?
Not yet, but it's for the Electric State.
Oh, okay. I only saw like 5 minutes of it.
It's not good, is it?
I don't know. I haven't watched enough. My wife was watching it, and then I was eating, and I was probably distracted, and I didn't watch it.
Okay.
So I've
Yeah,
heard that
I
it's not good.
did. Yeah, I heard it was not very good. So The last movie I watched was Mickey 17.
Yeah, I just watched that today, or your review of it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's probably another one that's going to be on my best movies.
Yeah.
Which sadly, the only good movies that I found were only two this year.
Which ones of those?
Companion and Mickey 17.
Oh, okay. Not much.
That's not a lot.
No, there's not many good movies so far. I just watched Jurassic World in theater. Was it Friday? And
Uh huh.
it was okay. I
Not
didn't
the
think it was
best.
great. No, I was hyped up for it, but then I was like kind of let down. There's parts that could have been good, but
Yeah.
it just didn't
But
execute
yeah,
very well, and
mostly,
it was kind of generic.
mostly I was just chilling and I was talking about the new Dance Gavin Dance album that just leaked.
Hmm.
Yeah, they leaked
Oh,
it
it
last
leaked
night.
already.
It's already leaked.
What is the
The
release
whole
official release
entire
date?
record. Release date is September 12th.
That's a long couple months.
It's like 2
Did
months. Yeah.
you heard that they leaked it, or have you heard the album yet?
I've heard the album already
Oh, okay.
and I enjoyed it, but I can't go into more detail about it and I can't review it till close to the release date. I don't want to get in trouble with their label.
Well, if you could say one word about it, what would you say? Describe the album.
It's very unique.
Unique.
Yeah, it's experimental but unique.
That's good.
Yeah.
I actually
And that
haven't heard of that band. What else? Like, what else do they do? I
what
mean,
else
like,
did
have
they
they? Did you like their previous stuff?
Yeah, their previous album was pretty good. Jackpot Juicer. That was like an 18 track record.
Oh wow, it's a long one.
But unfortunately, they had a singer in there that was accused of sexual assault.
So they taken the person out from the band.
Yeah, they already did.
Oh, okay. So they have a completely brand new one that
Yeah, Andrew Wells is the new singer.
Who do you prefer? Like taking part, taking out the crime allegation part of it out of the picture. Who do you
He
think? Would you rather have?
basically, the Andrew Wells guy that's not accused of
Oh,
it.
okay.
He's not accused of anything. He never did anything wrong. It's just the
Right, right.
other guy did.
Mm.
I didn't find that out till I read into more Reddit stories about the girls that were basically testifying against him.
Oh,
So there was a lot of stuff going on with that.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, he basically, and this is gonna sound really wrong, but he basically was forcing himself on a minor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So he's not. He's still out of. He's not in jail or anything like that. He's not accused. I mean,
He's
he's
not
accused
in
of, but he's
jail,
not guilty.
but he denied the allegations. That's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna. Most of those people will do anything to cover their own ass.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Unfortunately, for those type of people, they're not. If those are true allegations, they're usually not very. They don't really care enough to be.
Oh yeah.
Uh, whatever you call it. I don't know what the
Yeah.
word is, but yeah. Oh, man.
There's just a lot of stuff going on for the year too, and I guess you saw my YouTube short a few days
A
ago
little bit. Was
about
the flushing one?
yeah.
Doing a lot of
uh,
flushing ones. There's a couple other ones he just recently did.
there was a certain someone that gave me that idea, but I don't talk to him anymore. I have no
Very
reason to
limited.
talk to him anymore. I told you about what happened with the whole thing.
Oh, with oh, you talking about the Z or
The Z and T person.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
I
okay.
can't really go into more detail on that
Right.
because they'll probably be watching.
Well, they won't watch our private texts.
Yeah,
But I don't know if you already said more than you already did before, or you didn't say everything that you already did earlier to me.
I already said everything that I wanted to on the last stream, but still, they.
Yeah, I was during that stream. I looked and I saw because one of you, I think Eddie or someone, said that they were streaming. So I looked to see what they were
Yes.
talking about, and they're talking about you. But I know when I went in, what's his face was talking mostly about you, the guy, what's his name, John Weston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he
But
annoys me, so I just kind of left.
yeah,
And
oof.
yeah.
There's a long story with that JW person, and it's not a good story. It basically is.
I only imagine.
It's basically a story where I got screwed over, but it was on me. So at the end of the day, you just gotta learn from your mistakes and just move forward. And then I found out recently my address got doxxed. Like about a month ago, I think, and people are still using it to try to get me to react. You
On the
still there?
stream, it doesn't seem like it's picking up my audio.
Oh, your audio?
Yeah, like I'm watching. Well, now I can see it. Here, let me
Oh,
see
this
something
stream?
quick. I want to see it. Okay, now I can hear myself. I don't know what was going on. I'm not sure. Do you hear me like coming in and out at all, like volume wise, on your
I
end?
hear you, but you did cut out a few times, but I can still hear you.
Because I was walking far away. I think that's why. I'm gonna stop walking around and pacing.
You're fine. But yeah,
What were we
that's
talking about?
what's been. No, just what we were. What?
Well, I totally forgot what we were talking about. We're talking about John Weston, right? That's right.
Yeah,
Or you?
let's
Oh,
try
the
not to
mistake.
mention him too much,
Mm-hmm.
because you never know. Those people do watch.
Mm-hmm.
They've been harassing and stalking my channel, and it's like, can't you move on already? I don't care anymore.
Yeah. And did you know who doxed your address?
The JW person. I have a
Oh,
feeling it
okay.
was him. He was the only
Yeah,
one
I
that
saw his
knew.
post. This is Rip from Brian Delivers. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
they're trying to get me to get mad.
Yeah, that's what they usually try to do. But if you don't give them attention, then they get bored and they won't continue.
Oh, I know. That's what narcissists do.
Mm-hmm.
They just shift the blame on someone else, and then they don't take accountability for their own fuck ups.
Yeah.
But
Diana
they're
always
probably going to
asks
see
me
this
to get a
stream
TikTok.
anyway and probably stream on their own. So they'll be like, oh, he is talking about it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm just here to have a solid stream. It's just
Right.
about music.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Diana
But we
asked
can
me to get
talk
a
more
TikTok.
about it privately
Yeah, yeah,
if you want.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Let's
but
see. Oh,
yeah, I forgot there
oh,
was
you went
another
for.
album. I say what?
Oh, go ahead. You can go first.
No, I forgot to
Hey,
mention to you there was
AMV.
a. Hey, Miss AMV. There was another album that is coming out that's on my radar for August 8th. It's by Attack Attack.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're dropping another record finally
Like
after
a rock punk album or band or something.
metalcore, electronic kind of stuff.
Okay.
Think of them like Icy Stars with the electronic core and metalcore stuff.
Oh,
And then
yeah, I can imagine that.
which I do have some good news. I'm gonna be putting those Icy Stars members only thing that I did.
Okay.
They're gonna be publicized videos, but I'm re-recording them.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm just gonna re-record them and use the same thumbnail, but I'm gonna basically just have the same thumbnail but put album review for that thumbnail, so it's a
Right.
publicized one.
That's cool. When do you think it's gonna this month? Come out?
Say again?
You think it's gonna come out this month?
Next month for August.
Next month. Okay. Oh, August. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Listen to Poppy's album. Or actually, I never heard Poppy before, so I tried to give her a listen.
Yeah, she's pretty good. I mean, her newest stuff has been pretty strong.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Bring Me the Horizon mixed with Bad Omens.
Well, you do realize the electronic person, Jordan Fish, produced that record.
Yeah, I did hear that one.
And then he produced the New Architects record.
Oh, he did? I actually haven't heard it yet. I should listen to it. I love Black Hole, so I should listen to it.
Black Hole was really good. I think your favorite one might be Brain Dead.
Think so?
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you like stuff like Fever 333 used to do, you'll like it. It's pretty heavy. And hello, Jacob.
Yeah, Black Hole, Everything Ends, Brain Dead. Okay, Brain Dead. I think I've only heard like 2 songs so far. Maybe? Oh, no, wait.
You've heard Whiplash already?
Yes, I don't remember it. I remember
okay.
Black Hole and Everything Ends.
Oh, yeah, those were... Pushko wasn't terrible, but it's an acquired taste.
Right?
Say again?
I mean, that one had like a soft verse and then like a Bad Omens type chorus or something.
What, Pushko?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
That was like more of a poppy infused pop rock kind of track. It was fused with a lot of that kind of stuff. It was a good one. It's very energetic. I mean, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but
no, she's kind of all over the place in terms of genres that some are really heavy, some are like crystallized and like completely different.
Oh yeah. No, the app crashed on me. The one I'm making money off of.
Oh.
It like crashed on me. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past 20 minutes. Just I don't have it on high up on volume. I muted the mic.
Oh.
Well, muted the phone.
Right.
Yeah, Crystallize is good. I did see you on Zach's stream, Jacob. Sorry for mentioning his name. I shouldn't be mentioning his name.
Yeah, Crystallize is good.
Yeah. But other than that, it's just been one of those interesting weeks for me. like the weekend wasn't bad, but like with the whole, big beautiful bill that passed it's unfortunate because it's going to affect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like now I found out that certain things with, let's say, my social security is now going to be, they're going to deduct $185 out of that.
Yeah, I've heard some
They're
things about it.
doing that just to try to, yeah, it's pretty messed up. Stupid notifications.
There's always something in the world that's going on to nothing. Just it's always usually when like things start to kind of calm down on the seams on our end, and then something else comes. Usually kind of how it
Yeah.
goes for most things.
And it was on a day of independence and all that, our Independence Day, and then what do you know? Just things happen. It's just like, okay, more stress in the world now.
Yep.
But still got to keep moving forward.
Oh yeah, always have to keep a good I guess a good view or good attitude, and usually things are a lot more tolerable.
Yep.
Speaking of that, are you looking forward to the July 18th? I can't remember, but for President's new song Rage.
Yeah, I heard about that. I am excited for that.
I thought it was because I know everyone was like saying like drop it on July 4th, but then when they used the teaser, I thought it was the actual song coming out that day, but it wasn't. So I was disappointed. But I was like, okay, I've heard it on the live, but I want to hear an audio version of it.
Yeah, what do you mean by tone it down, Jacob? Because if it's about that video, that was, well, granted, I I only did that for jokes and memes. But in all seriousness, I meant that.
Who says with the drama?
Tone it down with the drama. I'm fine. I'm There's no drama now. I'm just talking about music now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I,
in a way, Zach was. I mean, he made a video, but then he also had the live stream, which was over an hour of just just drama. So
that was more drama than me.
right. So I guess there's both things to
There's
consider.
two sides to every story. There's my side, their side, and the truth.
Mhm.
The truth is,
But
we're
yeah,
just gonna leave each other alone and just go our
as
separate
long as
ways.
it ends and then it doesn't continue. Like how people might it might be like kind of over between the two people, but then someone else continues to talk about it. I mean, that's then
Oh
at
yeah,
that point, that's on them. And yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, that's about it. I would say
I'll
because
admit
sometimes
I
with
do
lyrics
have
the
a
same way.
yeah. I'll admit I do have a tendency to open my mouth a little too much, and that I'll take accountability for and apologize on my behalf. But there comes a point where if you know in your gut feeling that you don't feel comfortable around people you want to associate with, and that's all that's on their mind is drama this,
Hmm.
drama that. It's like,
Yeah.
then you gotta, unfortunately, make the hard choice and cut them off.
Hmm. You gotta have standards or boundaries that some other people might not
Boundaries
understand or
too, but if those boundaries
yeah.
get broken too many times, which that's what happened. I just had enough. I said, I got other things to do with my life, and I don't want to keep repeating the same vicious cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to say that to be a dick. I'm just saying that in regards to what's best for me.
Yeah.
But hey, what happened happened.
Depending on who you talk to, always has a effect on someone, whether it's positive or negative. So if you know it's negative, then
Definitely.
stay away from that.
I know they're going to see this and say, well, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't start it. I'm like, oh, well, I'll take accountability on my part.
Mm-hmm.
But it works both ways, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, we can move on from it. I mean, I did want to get a lot of my frustrations out on that whole matter because, oh my god, I kept getting notifications after notifications about, oh, someone mentioned you this, someone mentioned you that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I posted that thing with the Apocalyptica song, I don't care. Because I really don't. But yeah, I'm probably going to end this in the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I could go on for a while about it, but what good is it going to do?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not gonna solve anything, but just have to either move on or make up one of the two. I mean, don't make things worse on either you or the person on the matter. It's best to
Oh, yeah.
let it go or just or make up for it. But
It's,
otherwise, yeah.
it's already past that point already, unfortunately, Josue. Like, we tried it so many times, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore because of
Mm.
because of that one person that I don't really like that they're unfortunately defending.
Yeah.
So
Super.
it is what it is.
No.
They can do their thing, and I'll do my thing.
You don't have to talk about it. I just had this question because it seems like it happens to whoever gets close to this person, but um, it's regarding Larry, and
Oh
it seems there's like
God!
a pattern between you and like Jackal in terms of him. Like, let's say he will say something and you don't get back to him, and he'll continue like to text as if you don't have like a life or anything. And if you're, and maybe he'll like get upset that you're not responding to him. Is that like kind of true
Yeah,
like
that
all the
really
time?
does happen. That really does happen with him. It's happened with me with him, where he kept messaging me so many times. Oh, it's doing all right, Jacob. Um, just not really doing much. Just chilling and about to wrap this stream up in a second. I just mostly wanted to talk about that whole matter with the Dance Gavin Dance and Icy Stars albums that are
Mm-hmm.
coming out pretty soon. But other than that, to get back to your question, Josue, yeah, Larry did say that stuff with "Why aren't you responded? Why aren't you responded, man?" I was like, but I'm kind of unwinding and doing my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of taking a break from Messenger for a little bit until I want to come back on.
I
Like,
didn't
you
see
gotta give
a
people
like
personal space sometimes.
right. Reminds me of like a possessive like girlfriend or something that needs your attention at all costs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I've never actually talked to him directly besides like comments on YouTube. Definitely
I
has
would
some
say he's
interesting stuff there.
he's really out there with his beliefs. That's
Well,
why I don't talk
it's
to
one thing
him
to have,
anymore.
yeah, it's one thing to have beliefs, but like I guess if you're
Don't
constantly mentioning it, but in a weird way or not an appropriate way to mention, like constantly, I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I mean, if you know someone knows what you believe, and then
Mhm.
and I don't want it to be discussed further, then leave it there. Um,
Oh yeah.
that's kind of just what I would think. But
That-
yeah, he's just looks like a odd guy. That's all I can say about him.
all I can say is that the one thing that the L word has a problem with is uh just being careful what he says on the internet, because it does come
Just
back
say kind of
and
when he gets
bite you in
mad,
the
he can
butt.
say whatever. Yeah.
Oh, Josue Productions. Diana was asking me that.
Oh yeah. I'm Josue.
Yeah.
Josue. We did a one collab video, I think, together, right, in the past.
Yeah, a little while ago.
It was
I
the
mean, we
top
could
20
do another
tricep
one if
songs
you
or
want.
something. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to figure out what exactly that is. The time comes.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't have an idea right now. But there's a lot of new music in the fall coming out, so I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. I hope it's gonna be a decent year for releases, music wise, towards the end of the year.
I mean, the first half wasn't bad, but it's
It's
just
okay.
there was some good stuff, and then there was some iffy stuff.
A lot of the things now is kind of sound like we've heard it before type of music. It
Pretty
seems.
much. I do get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, because everyone's like influenced by each other, so they kind of like either copy in a way, but try to do their own thing. But like, doesn't always work.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like President does that, but they're pretty good with what, at least to me, they what with how they do it.
Oh, yeah. That's why I've kind of found other bands instead of listening to whatchamacallit. Um, oh, God.
Breaking
I knew
Benjamin.
it. Yeah, Breaking Benjamin.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Um,
Interview.
I haven't been. I was thinking of something else, and I noticed someone made a video on me just recently.
Oh, who did that?
21 minutes ago.
Who is that?
JW.
Oh, I don't even know what his name is on YouTube.
Oh, I know what it is. Mm. But yeah, Breaking Benjamin with their new material. I didn't watch Sinners yet, so I'm in the on the verge of getting up to that movie. But Breaking Benjamin has not dropped an album since 2018. I know they dropped that Aurora release, but technically that's not really an album. It's just re-releases of
Right.
songs and one new song.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
acoustic
It seemed like
versions,
they were
basically.
about to. Yeah, yeah. It seemed like they were about to release their, or had plans to release it sooner, the new album. But like maybe something happened where things got in the way, and then they just like, well,
Oh
we'll
yeah,
just have Awaken for a while. We'll have to figure something out. I mean, it wasn't
something.
a bad song. It was an okay song, but it was something, I guess, new now. Um, it was
Yeah.
different to me for a Breaking Benjamin song.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't disagree, Jacob. It does need to happen. I just think I have a feeling they're gonna drop an album, but they have to drop another single first to announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's the point in announcing something and saying, "Oh, this is when it's coming out," but no single yet?
Hmm. And aren't they on tour right now, or just ended?
I think they are.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I don't know, maybe they're taking a break of that until they're done touring.
They're trying to focus on the record, but
Hmm.
I think it's been pushed back way too much. And like I said, after
Maybe
this
they just
year,
take a break and then. Mhm.
I'm just not gonna pay much attention after if they don't drop it this year. I'm just gonna move on and find other bands,
You'll say that
which
now
I
until he
have been
releases a new
doing. I've been
song.
listening to other bands' materials.
It's really been hard for me to find like different bands that I actually like. Like in the last like
Fit for
couple
a
years,
King
I've
is a
only
good one.
discovered. Yeah, I think I only like one song so far, but I have to keep listening to other ones to see if I can find one. Because let's see, is it do they do the one that's called like Fire of God or something, or God of Fire?
You mean Fire from the Gods?
Yeah, yeah. Is that their song?
That's a band. They did have
Oh, no, not
AJ
them.
Chandler part of the band, but he left the
Not
band.
not the band. Okay, it's not the band. It's I think it's Fit for a King. It must have been their last album.
Oh, the Hell We Create.
Let's see. Yeah, let me see. Uh, Actually, I think it's on the Path album. It's called.
Oh, the Path.
I'm almost there. God of Fire. It's called God of Fire. I like that one. I like that one
Okay.
and Begin to Sacrifice. I believe it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people said the Path wasn't that great of a record.
I'll have to
Oh
listen
no,
to
I
it more in full.
he likes deathcore, so yeah, I like deathcore too, but it just depends on the band. Like there's some bands that
Hmm.
can do it, some bands that can't.
Yeah.
Like Lorna
I get
Shore,
a lot
yeah,
more picky.
they're the best.
Yeah.
Like
Have you ever dig
anything that
deep
Lorna
into
Shore puts out is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, Lorna Shore. There's a song that Lorna Shore does. What's it called? Oh, Sun Eater. And that one, okay, when I first heard that, obviously you you don't really hear the lyrics very well because when they're screaming, it's harder to hear. But if you were to read the lyrics, it actually has a very like almost like intelligent type of like lyrics, and it doesn't like seem to fit the genre sometimes. It was like, oh,
No,
okay,
it doesn't,
that's
but
pretty interesting.
honestly, the saddest ones are the Pain Remains songs. Those are
Mm.
sad. Like if you read those lyrics, oh my gosh.
Is that a band? Pain Remains.
No, Lorna
Oh,
Shore's
oh.
Pain Remains Part 1, 2, and 3. Those songs are very sad. And I don't say that in a joking way. I mean, they really are. The lyrics say it all. But
Oh,
they are.
I forgot Eminence. I love Eminence.
Oh, Eminence is pretty
Eminence.
good.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
violin mixture with the metal instruments.
Oh, yeah.
I love
But,
God Fearing Man. So the last album so far, I only heard like half of it, but it's pretty good so far. What I've heard.
oh, the Black is what it was called. They have
Hmm.
the Return of the Black, actually.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I've only heard like 4 or 5, and so far I like them. I'm not like huge on like metal, like really like like metalcore type music, but if something obviously catches my ears, I'll get hooked pretty fast. The first song I ever heard from them was Temptation, and that one I listened to on repeat for a long time when I first heard it.
Yeah.
Jacob asked you to check out the band Catch Your Breath if you haven't already.
Yeah, I can do that. Unfortunately, there's one downside to me doing that. I I only do it as giving people a choice. I don't do it for e-begging, but I do it as a paid request. But I can do it. It just depends which albums did you want me to review, because I'll give you a total price of what I'll charge. Like, I don't mind doing it. It's just I gotta make some money on the side for me. You know what I mean, Josue, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't do it just to make it seem like I'm coming off like, oh, he's doing it. He only does it for money. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not what I mean, but I only do it just to get by.
Right.
Because times are tough nowadays.
Yep. Have you
Yeah.
ever heard the album Worth the Pain from the band Letters from the Fire?
I think I've heard of them, but I never heard of uh, the band, honestly. No, I've heard of
If you
the
ever get the
band, but I
chance,
never
I
heard of the
check
album.
that album out. Okay. If you ever get the chance, check that album out because the other ones kind of suck. They have like three different singers, three different albums, and the first album that was full length is their best one. It was their first female vocalist, and then they had the second one, and then they had a male vocalist, I believe, recently, but I'm not sure how that works.
Okay.
But it's about 8 years ago, but it's still pretty good. Produced the producing is pretty good, and it isn't like a harsh vocal, but it's just I think in general the whole album from beginning to start or end is pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
They're
I'm
more like
looking up Catch
Breaking
Your
Benjamin
Breath
type.
now. Yeah, I'm looking up the band Catch Your Breath now. So it looks like they only have one album? Is that
Yeah,
right,
that's what it
Jacob? They
seems.
only have one album? Let me look more into this. I think Wikipedia will give me a more accurate reading. But no, that video that certain person made, he said, if you want your money, you gotta come talk to me privately. I'm like, that didn't work last time, so why would I?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about. Okay, yeah. I can review it for $8. I know that's a little high on price, but it's because it's a slightly newer release that I usually give people the benefit of the doubt and give them a little discount. Hopefully you understand, Jacob. I'm not trying to do it to be a dick or anything. I'm just doing it just so I can have money to survive on things I need, like grocery wise.
Have you heard
But
the singles of Gemini Syndrome yet?
say again?
Have you heard the is it the 5 or 6 singles or 5 singles or whatever of Gemini Syndrome?
Yeah, I've heard
Like
them.
the song "Suffer in Silence," "Carousel," "2B1," "Lucid," and "Consequator," and "Wake Up."
I think I've heard Suffer in Silence. I've heard 2B1. I've heard the following one after that, which I can't remember what that
Carousel.
one was. Carousel, yeah. And what were the
You
last
haven't heard
two?
Lucid yet? There's Lucid, there's Consequator, whatever it is. Wake Up, and there is also
Cons-
another one, Primordial. I'm not sure if that's gonna be on their new record or not, but
yeah. I think they're gonna have an album, but I think it's gonna be by the end of the year or
yeah.
2026.
Because there's 3 singles here that looks like they could be, but it seems based on the artwork, it seems like only 4 of them out of the 4 out of the 7 is gonna actually be on the new album. I'm not sure. Just because it has the same like artwork but with different symbols on it.
Yes, I've heard
Whereas the other
Carousel.
3 doesn't.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think I downloaded Conquistador. I think that's what the song's name was, Conquistador.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh, but yeah, I did. Uh, have you heard the new Good Charlotte track?
Good Charlotte. I did not.
They just released it like almost 2 weeks ago. It's solid.
Is it called Rejects?
Yeah.
I can put that on my
Well,
watch later or listen later.
I mean, it's kind of cheesy, basically, but it doesn't sound bad. It's not one of the best hard-hitting home tracks, but it's solid.
Hmm.
But yeah, Jacob, if you do want me
Yeah.
to review that Catch Your Breath album, um, I can do it, but for that price, unless you want to negotiate a little more from that. But let me just comment. It's
You heard
under
the All American Rejects song?
the new one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
From a month ago.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I started to, and I got really irritated with it, so I just gave up watching or listening to it.
Oh, the new song. It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, it just sounds weird. I just don't. It doesn't have. It just sounds totally weird to me compared to like the other stuff.
But yeah,
I prefer the album. What is it called? Move Along. I like that album, but everything
yeah,
after
that was a good
that didn't
album.
really set well. Yeah.
I think the 2008 record was all right, but wasn't one of the best albums.
Hmm.
They had a few
Yeah.
good songs off that record, like "Gives You Hell," "I Want," and then after that, it's "The Wind Blows."
Move
Yeah,
Along. I like that one.
yeah, I think that was their more preferred record. I could really go back to a lot more. I actually did hear "Move Along" recently, and it's actually 20 years old this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I just
that whole
remember
record is 20 years
memories.
old.
That's weird. I was watching videos. We have old videos back when I was like probably 5 years old, whatever. I wasn't in this video, but it was my 2 older brothers, and they were skating. And while they were skating, Move Along came up, and of course during that time it was like kind of fairly new.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of weird how time
Let's see.
goes, and then it's pretty old now.
Oh, so by Saturday, the All American Rejects album will celebrate an official 20 years. July
When are they gonna
12th.
do that?
I don't know. But I found out what the album's name was for uh, the one with "I Want" or "I
Hmm.
Wanna" is what it's called. It's called "When the World Comes Down."
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I don't hate All American Rejects. Oh, their new album comes out next year.
Oh, it's next year. Okay, I have to wait a while.
Yeah. So we'll probably get it sometime in the early spring or late spring.
Mm-hmm.
Which, granted, I've heard some of their songs, their recent ones, and I haven't been a fan.
No.
It's been very cringy, honestly. But have you heard of Solence?
Yeah. I like the album Brothers, I believe is it called?
Oh, by Solence?
Yeah, I like that album the most.
Okay. They have a new album coming out in October.
I'll have to check that one out. It comes out.
Yeah. You know, their guitarist just commented on one of my track reviews I did.
Oh, you did? What did he say?
He said, I like this review. Thanks for enjoying our stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, David Stroff. Or Straff or whatever his name is. What do you think of Evanescence? I do like them. I just, granted, I wouldn't say they're my favorite band now, but because of their newest material. But I would say back in the day they were very good. Like the 2003, I think Fallen was my personal favorite record. After that, they did all right, but they've been a little hit or miss a little bit lately.
They still make music.
Yeah, they still do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they dropped a new single, Fight Like a Girl, for the Ballerina movie recently.
Oh yeah, it's did.
Yeah. Which that song was not my favorite.
I'll have to put that in the on our listen to later now list.
Yeah. But I would recommend checking out the new Icy Stars record in September. I think that's going to be a more highly anticipated record for this year. What do you think of
The
the
five
Bitter Truth?
songs. Wait, have they released singles for it yet?
5 singles, yes, they've released them.
It is the 5 singles. Okay, I have to listen to those now. Put that one
I
in.
think
I think I've only heard Treehouse so far of theirs.
Treehouse was pretty good.
Is Tom Holland? Not Tom Holland. Oh my gosh, Luke Holland. Is he drumming still for them, or is he not
No,
drumming this record?
it's some other guy, Jake Johnson or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's sad. I think
Someone
Holland's
different.
style will kind of fit the style of the music.
Yeah, he was with the band. What do I think of The Bitter Truth by Evanescence? I didn't hate it, but it was alright. I think it was a solid record. It wasn't like something to write home about, but there were a few good tracks on there. Except for Wasted on You. That one was kind of mediocre. But I'm more excited for like Yellow Card's new record in October.
Yellow Card coming out.
Yeah, they have officially announced their new album back in May. And now they're going to have a October 10th for Better Days. So, like I said, there's going to be a lot of interesting albums in August and September. Use My Voice, Broken Pieces, Shine are the best songs. Yeah, Use My Voice is a good one. I gotta go look into this. I think Evanescence might come out with an album next year. Because keep in mind, they only dropped like 5 albums.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of material. And Synthesis was like a.
Oh yeah, I think a synthesis is pretty old, isn't it?
Yeah. And then what were you waiting on?
I'm still waiting for the new music from Nine Lashes and Ashes Remain, but they haven't really done anything in a while. Have you heard of those bands?
I don't think so.
Nine Lashes, it was kind of like a Christian version of Breaking Benjamin back in the day, in a way. They released after like two more popular albums. They released an album called Ascend, which was not. It was very like looked down on because they changed their style from like hard rock to like this weird synthwave type style almost. And for me, I like it, but I can see why people don't like it. But then they recently, last 4 years, they've come out with singles, like 7 singles, but they haven't come out with an album for 4 years. But they're more back to the rock style, heavier rock. And then
Hmm.
Ashes Remain just came out with. They have one popular album. You might actually heard if you listen to like a Brigham Benjamin playlist, you're probably gonna hear one of their songs. They've had popular songs like "On My Own," "Without You," "Right Here," "Change My Life," "Keep Me Breathing." But then they came out with two singles like within the last 2 years or 1 year, and I think they're gonna start trying to make new music. So I'm kind of waiting on them. And their newer song was a lot heavier than they usually are. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna go to like a more heavier route because they're not typically a heavy band.
Hmm.
So
So I do have news for you, Josue.
mhm.
So Dayseeker's dropping a new song this week.
I was just looking at their stuff yesterday.
Creature in the Black Night.
Where'd you find that?
It's when you search up the song by Dayseeker.
I mean, how did you
It
find it?
says,
Find it.
oh, I found out a day or two ago. It was on their
Okay.
IG, Instagram.
Oh, it was. I'm surprised I didn't see it on Reddit because I'm following their Reddit and I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Usually, I'm on the Reddit, so usually someone's gonna like leak it out or just talk about it. But I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I
I
think
haven't
I'm
seen
gonna
it.
have the song "Pale Moonlight" by Dayseeker was good. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good song. Um,
So Sleep Token was like number one, weren't they? For like a
yeah, and it
9 week.
pissed off Kali Uchis, and they started drama recently, a month or two ago. I was like, what? That's so petty. But yeah, um, surprised I'm on this stream a lot longer than I thought.
So you call is it called Creature in the Black Night? You said.
Creature in the Black Night.
Let's see if I can find it like on Google or something.
Yeah, you'll be able to find it.
Okay, yeah, there it is. July 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So basically midnight.
It says 9 a.m. Eastern. Oh no,
Nope,
that's
that's
Pacific
Central.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
12 p.m. Yeah, that's right. I was reading it wrong. I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm not
11
Pacific
a.m. Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I read that wrong too. I thought it was midnight. Yeah, that's noon. It's a noon release.
Yeah,
I have to check down on when that comes out. And that's what day is July 9th? That's in 2 days, right?
yeah,
Yep,
2
that's
days.
Wednesday. Okay. Cool. I have something to listen to at work.
Yeah.
Infinite Baths. That's a good song. Gethsemane and Infinite Baths are like and Look to Windward are my favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I like every single song. My least favorite is Dangerous, though. I believe. Yeah.
Dangerous wasn't bad, but I think it was pretty good. But it just depends. There's some people that'll like it, and some people that won't.
Yeah. I mean, they have little. They have. if you don't like one of their songs, you'll probably find something you like because they kind of have all over the you know multiple genres or listing that you might be interested in or something. So if you don't like one song, you might like another, just because they're not always the same. They're not always the same music that they make, which is why I
Yeah.
like them because each song is unique in some way. So
Oh yeah.
see,
But
so like heavy songs, they don't have a lot of heavy songs, but like songs like Gods and what is the other one? Oh, War. The only ones that really come to mind that are actually heavy, or in the summoning.
oh yeah. But I'm more excited for what's going to happen for Deftones when they're going to drop a new album.
Oh, they're planning another one or soon.
They're planning, but I just haven't seen any updates yet. I'll be excited when they do drop something like that. If it's a new single with an announcement, that'd be great. Like,
You could
it's
compare
been kind of.
Deftones to it because I've actually never heard Deftones really. So if you could compare them to another band, what would you compare them to, or liken them kind of?
That's a really tough question. I would say Deftones is more new metal kind of style, but I wouldn't say Korn, but they're kind of in the option right now because they are a
Would you
new
say they're
metal
heavier
band.
than them or softer than Korn?
Softer a little bit more, but they do have their heavy moments. It
I'll
just
have to take a
depends
listen to it because
because
I've only heard like
the
one
lead,
song of theirs.
yeah, the lead singer does have like really odd vocals, but it does work for the melodies.
Yeah, vocals is a big thing for me. Like if I hear someone with a weird voice, even if it's good, it might not resonate with me, and I just choose not to listen to them.
It's an
That's
acquired
kind of the way it
taste.
was
It'll
for
take you a
Sick
lot of
Token
listens.
originally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
take you a lot of listens to get used to Deftones. That's what my advice would be to someone that wants to check them out. Like, it takes people a lot of listens to get used to their sound. Yep, I've heard of Flyleaf.
Slightly for an old band. Now they are.
Yeah, he said they are a band. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, an old band. Oh, I see. They are a band. Have
Yeah.
you heard the band? Speaking of bands, it's the Someones.
What band?
They're they're called the Someones. They only have like 200 subscribers. They're a very like underground rock band, but they're not
Do I
bad.
sing? Yeah, I do sing. I just do it in my own spare time.
Brian, when are you gonna come with another album?
Probably not.
Aw, I miss those.
Um, if I were to sing, it's gonna really resonate in the whole house.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh yeah, you're right. I was gonna say though, if you ever get the chance, um, if one day you want to experiment with something, what I love using is Voloco. It's an app on your phone device, whatever. If you just hook up like a mic to it, you find a beat for it, whether it's pop, rock, electronic, whatever it is, and it actually sounds pretty good. They give you a lot more autotune selections if you want autotune for whatever reason, and you have to pay for it. But you have like the typical autotune standard set, and then you have your normal like vocals if you just want your own without it being autotuned. It's kind of cool. It's neat. If you played around with
Nice.
it and you like try it out, maybe you can like make stuff or put stuff out.
Yeah, maybe if I decide to
But
do
it's
that
called
one day.
Voloco. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest. The songs that I stopped writing songs because of the fact that most of them did sound like copycats of other songs.
There's one song. I told my brother this. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." The song that you did, it sounded a lot like a Bring Me Horizon song, and I forgot which one that was, and I forgot which Bring Me Horizon that song. It was like and a very similar chorus tone. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he like listened to him. And then it also had like a mix of Imagine Dragons too, which is weird. I know you hate them, but that's what I remember from
Is it
this one
called
specific song.
Gossip?
What is it called? Got what do you say?
Gossip?
It might be. It had like a
That
tone
was
where like
more of a Bring Me the Horizons kind of feel.
yeah.
It was because of the mantra song. That's what I
Yeah,
was
that's what it
going
was.
for.
Mantra. It sounded pretty cool too, but I was like, wait a minute, this sounds a lot like Mantra.
That's why I just don't do those songs anymore, because it's like I felt that I was kind of ripping off some of these artists and bands.
Well, that's why Voloco is great because you listen to what do you call it, instruments, and if you like the instrument, then you can like keep listening to it, and then keep making up your lyrics as you go and write it down until you like what you have did with that, and then you can use it and then record
Hmm,
it.
okay.
It's pretty
I'd
neat,
probably do
but
like
there's an
cover
option.
tracks, but probably do vocal covers from now on if I do happen to go back to singing. But honestly, right now I'm just figuring out what I want to do for the rest of the year for my channel, and
Yeah.
yeah, you get you get where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's just mostly going to be sticking with reviews from now on, unless things
Pretty much.
change in the near future. But I know YouTube sent me something today saying action requested,
Uh-oh. You're in trouble,
saying
buddy.
something about more earning opportunities.
Oh.
I guess it's a way for me to. Do you have original music? Um, I wouldn't say I do, but
You
I think I
do,
did
but they're
for a
not on YouTube anymore,
time,
right?
but that was a long time ago. It was on an old channel of mine, but that was quite a while ago.
Have you
What do
heard?
you think of
Actually, I never asked you this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Jacob says, "What do you think of Motionless in White?" They're pretty good. I like them. I mean, they do have a kind of Breaking Benjamin style with Chris Motionless's vocals. I'm only saying
Mm,
vocals. I'm not saying with what their sound is, because I know they're more metalcore mainstream. But they do sound really good with how those songs execute.
you remind me of a metal version of Breaking Benjamin.
Basically, yeah.
But I like their last album was my favorite album of theirs, I think, so far.
Yeah,
Actually, it was very
scoring the
close
end
to
of the world.
discussions. Yeah.
They have not announced a new album, and I'm very surprised.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years ago now. The one was came out 3 years ago, I think.
3 years ago, yes. But they did
Yeah,
drop
but
a
I was
deluxe
listening to that
edition in
album.
September, so I think we're gonna have an album next year for them.
Hmm,
I have a feeling they're gonna have an album next year.
probably.
But I know Rise Against is dropping new material very soon. They already dropped singles, but I don't think we'll get another single till later this month or next month before the record drops for Ricochet. My favorite song by them is Thoughts and Prayers. Oh yeah, that was a good one. My favorite one was what was that song? It was the sixth track off that Disguise album. That was my personal favorite.
Was it Code? Code something?
Say again?
Was the song called like Code something? Or let me
No,
see.
it's not Code. That's before the Thoughts and Prayers song. But it is. It's not Broadcasting from Beyond the Grave. It's one of those kind of
Legacy?
Halloween themed kind of songs with the
The Undead Ahead
Undead
Tale
Ahead
of the
2.
Limited Ability? Yeah, okay.
Hey, Clean Stash, welcome to the stream. Yeah, he Clean Stash. I know who that is.
Have you ever heard of this channel, this guy? His name is The Reaper Death.
The Reaper Death.
Mm-hmm. It's RDXRZ is his channel name. He does vocal
RDX.
covers. Just look up RDXRZ.
Okay, I'll look him up.
And he does vocal covers. I thought you had heard of him. He's very interesting. Either you'll like him or you think he's weird, or both. um, he has a weird movement in terms of like when he does like his vocals, he dances too, and it's really funny just the way he dances sometimes because some of them he dances. I don't know how he has this insane amount of like insane speed where he can move so fast that I don't know how he can. I could even do that for
Oh
one.
yeah,
I don't know how he does it, but he's been
but
doing that
yeah,
for. He's been doing covers
Architects
for
are
a
a good
long time.
band too, Jacob. I'm more excited for the Starset record when that drops.
Next year,
Yeah, I have a
I'm really
feeling.
hoping it's probably next year.
Yeah, my video is probably going to be invalid.
I don't even know what it's about. I know it's about Star Set, but yeah,
It's about
I
Starset, but it's coming out next Sunday.
oh yeah. I expect like 12 songs this year, but not as an album.
Yeah, probably like a kind of lengthy album, but not an album.
Yeah, I do think
Because I
that's
know
what
when
people
you
say might be
listen
right.
to when you listen to all those 7 tracks that we already got already, that's like 30 minutes of a runtime. It's like a
Yeah,
half an hour.
yeah.
So if
And I'm
you
interested
add 5
because
more songs, that's probably going to be like 50 minutes to an hour.
right. Well, I know that he did. I think even Dustin said it on a podcast. That it would be like a just a two different EP albums. One would be this one, and then the other one would be a different set of 7. Um,
Okay. Yeah, that'd be
but it's
interesting.
weird because if let's say Brave New World is part of the EP, I'll be a little bit disappointed because have you when they was it 2 years ago they came out with a video. It was all like orchestral music, but it was like a trailer to their tour from last year or 2 years ago. Do you remember that
Hmm.
with an astronaut? So that intro had like it was heavily similar to the beginning of Brave New World. So which means they
Yeah.
probably made that as the actual intro for an album and had Brave New World as the first track after that intro track, as they usually do. It would come right after. But then maybe something happened where they couldn't do it. And if let's say they do come out with like a EP album and that intro track isn't there, but Brave New World's the first one, I'll be kind of disappointed because that means Brave New World is no longer part of it on the new record, and that
Yeah.
intro track is no longer going to be part of that new record. They kind of just have to do something completely different, which is annoying because I did like the sound. It was very cinematic the way it was. So like, oh,
Oh yeah.
but it's alright, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why Diana put that there.
Oh yeah,
What's your opinion on Legacy by Motionless in White? It's a good song, and yes, Meteora is a banger for sure. Just to answer your question on that. Um, but yeah,
Legacy's
it's a
good.
good song. I think Legacy is a very underrated track, but it's well appreciated for how it sounds. But I like Another Life, Catharsis
Oh
is
yeah,
my favorite.
I hate that Another Life song, or should I say Masterpiece, sounds a lot like Another Life.
Yeah, it does, but I think Masterpiece tried to be a little bit more heavy. But I know
Not
it.
really, but it had very similar tone.
It was pretty similar to Another Life, but melody wise, but with its overall tone, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super random. You've heard Electric Callboy, right?
Electric Callboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard one of their new songs recently this
Do you
year.
like them?
Oh, Elevator Operator and all that stuff.
Just all their music. Do you like any of their music?
They're pretty solid. I mean, they're not like my go-to band, but they're solid.
Yeah. Just curious because they're
They
just
do a lot of
obviously they're
electronic
meant to be funny.
metals. I know they
Yeah.
do some weird stuff with their music.
I like when they're trying to be funny. It's makes it more fun to listen to. Although the last song was too serious to the point where I didn't care as much compared to the other ones. Not the elevator one, but it was a
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
different one.
Oh, the newest one they dropped?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, I only heard Elevator Operator. I didn't hear the latest one.
I love the song Pump Up. It's so funny.
Mm. Yeah, that Baby Metal track, Ra-ta-ta-ta, it was kind of weird, but it was alright.
Oh, you've heard song 3 then, Baby Metal and Slaughter to Prevail.
Yep, I've heard it.
I didn't know because I actually never like listened to Slaughter Prevail, nor do I listen to Baby Metal that much. But I didn't know the person that was doing the deep screams was actually, or deep growls was one of the girls at one point,
Yeah,
and that's pretty
but
impressive
also,
because they have very high pitched voices.
yeah, also, I think it was um, Alex Terrible that was doing most of the screams.
He was, but you could tell a difference between his versus hers because I in the comments said like it was her like during
But he was
the first
screaming the
two.
lyrics in Russian.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so they're a Russian band. I guess I know. Look too much into it.
They're a Russian band, so he was
Oh, okay,
screaming
okay.
the lyrics in the Russian language.
So were they doing both Japanese and Russian and English kind of at times mixed together?
Oh, I'm very, very opinionated, Jacob, on Falling in Reverse. We don't get into that discussion with me. You know how I feel about them.
Would it upset you if I like some of their songs, Brian?
Wait, what?
I said, would it upset you if I liked some of their songs?
Not really. I mean, there's some songs I would say are okay, but what I don't like about the guy is his behavior
Yeah,
and
I
how
can
he
see that.
comes off in some of the tracks. It sounds like this edgy, egotistical maniac or psychotic, delusional idiot that just wants to spew hatred in his songs and also say, "Oh, I'm better than you are. I can make a better song than you."
Well, he
It's
could
like,
probably be that way. Maybe he's just doing it as a facade to annoy people. Who knows?
I think "Carry On" was a good song. Yeah, that was a good song. I'll give him that there.
Did you like Last Resort reimagined
That one was
of his
solid.
recover? That was really good, actually. I was like, wow, this is actually beautiful.
It was mostly a sad track. They made it a more emotional song, which I can understand why. Because the
I
original
watched
track
that
didn't really.
reaction. Oh, I was like, did
Yeah,
you watch the reaction of Jacoby Shaddix reacting to that song?
yeah, I did.
I like how
He
nervous
enjoyed
he
it.
was showing Jacoby. That would be like exactly how I would be if I was showing someone constantly moving out of like
And if
because of
they say it
nerves or
sucks and say, "Do it again, bitch." Like, do better.
Yeah, but that was a good song. I like some of the songs. I liked his okay from the last album. I liked all the singles. I didn't like the songs that weren't released as singles.
I will say Prequel was very coming off as Ronnie Radke trying to be this wannabe tough guy.
I didn't like that song.
Oh, I didn't either. I mean,
That one
Popular
was the
Monster
most.
was alright, but it
I
just.
love Popular Monster.
I will say Popular Monster, in my opinion, it's not one of their best, but at least the melody is solid.
Oh yeah,
But I
I
wouldn't
love that
say Falling
one.
in Reverse is a band I would come back to a lot. I kind of avoid their music now.
Yeah, there's about a dozen songs I'll go back and listen to. Otherwise, I've never been like huge on him, but the recent songs he's been putting out is, for the most part, I've enjoyed. Um, Not everything quite, but I've enjoyed most of his stuff so far, newer stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Opinion on
But
their.
yeah, I can see some of his stuff is a little bit cringy.
It's very cringy and it just throws people off too with how Ronnie Radke comes off in most of those tracks. And he's going to be
Hmm.
on the new Slaughter to Prevail song, I'm Dead.
He is interesting. I
Yeah,
like
it's
his last song
dropping.
with Manson.
Yeah, that was solid. It wasn't terrible, but I thought it was like an average track. I think it was kind of
Yeah, it was
more. I think
catchy, I
I
guess.
rated it. Yeah, I rated it a 3.75 out of 5. So that was a mediocre track.
Okay. Brian, I always had a question. Based on your like rating system, how do you like work that in your mind? Like when it comes to like how each number is, because sometimes I'd hear like you kind of like not exactly being positive on a song, but still giving them a 4.5 out of 5. So I'm just
That's
curious,
a
like,
more
is
good
five
rating.
always? Yeah. Okay.
5 is always perfect. Like, excellent, in my opinion.
Right.
And the pretty good one is like, I've changed my rating system lately, so it goes from 0 to 5, but I add the 0.25, 0.5,
Hmm.
0.75. Those are for the bad songs, and it goes up to 2.75 for the very bad to disappointing tracks. And then after that, it's like meh to really good songs.
Gotcha.
The rating system's very wonky for me. And then when it comes to albums,
Yeah.
it goes up to 10. 0 to 10.
Yeah. Those ones could probably be easier to do. I feel like.
I
But
mean,
I don't think I've
I,
done that
I
one.
treat singles like it does deserve a rating, but they're just only up to 5 from 0 to 5. When it's an album, it's better to do it up to 10 because you know what you'll really think of it as you go through breaking down track by track. You still there?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I was curious because I had this thought in my head for rating systems when it comes to albums. What if you did it like where you give points to each song and then you add them up at the end of the album, no, and that's what you get for the album. Like if it's like 1 to 10 points, you can only get, and then like depending if it goes past a threshold, it like is good or it's okay or it's great or perfect or something.
Keep in mind with my rating system, it's very mixed because if it goes past 100, which is like 10 out of 10, I have to deduct what I overall think of it and its overall tone and sound.
All right.
So I deduct it by however many points it deserves a rating for. If I deduct 100 minus 40 or 100 minus 35. Let's say it's like 65. So that's a 6.5. Yeah, we are. Yeah, Dethrone is a really good track, by the way, Jacob. And I do enjoy Bad Omens. So I'm going to be ending this in the next 10 minutes. I want to hit it up to the 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually head out anyway.
Alrighty.
Stuff to do.
Then I'll probably just end it pretty shortly.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
That was fun. Good stream. It's been a while since, I think, 2 years now since I've been on your stream. So it was
Oh
fun.
yeah, definitely. You're welcome to come back anytime.
Sounds good.
It was
Enjoy the rest
nice
of your day,
chatting
Brian.
with you this way. You have a good rest of your day.
Okay. Yeah, likewise. Thank you.
Alright, bye.
All right, later.
Later. So yeah, that was Hostway Productions. Thank you for hopping in the stream. I appreciate it. But yeah, Jacob, if you do want me to review Catch Your Breath, we could negotiate from there what I could charge you for it. I'm not saying if you want to do it, it's up to you. I'm just saying if you want me to do it, because since it's like a 2023 2024 release, I'd charge more, but I'll give you like a 50% off discount. So technically $6 or $7 I'll charge you. So that's being a little more considerate. You can do up to you. Yeah, I can do it. I just yeah, we'll have to negotiate from there on my Instagram, which I just sent it to you on the chat. The Brian Delivers 2952 on Instagram. So you can message me there, and then we'll go from there, and we'll negotiate from there what you want to pay for for me to review it. Because yeah, the only reason why I do paid requests is because I just need to get by and make some money on the side for this channel. And yeah, I do make money off of YouTube, but it takes a while to hit that $100 threshold. And I'm almost to $40, by the way. And anyone that wants to join the channel, definitely join the channel. You can watch all the members only content that I've already posted. Whichever membership you decide to choose is up to you. It depends on what you can afford. I only give people the option, like I said, if they want to pay me for the paid request stuff. It's up to them if they want to do it or not. I just give people the option and let them decide from there. But that's how my paid request stuff works. Like you send me some money, I then do the review the next few hours later or so when I get around to it. But it does happen. I usually stick by my word with doing those reviews. But until then, I appreciate you guys coming in this stream this afternoon. I will have another stream in the next week or so. I got to see when I can get around to the next stream. But I just wanted to update you on the whole Dance Gavin Dance album leak, and also that Icy Stars dropped a new, is going to be dropping a new album on September 12th for The Wheel. And then after that, it's just, I know I did mention a bit of drama, and for that, I'm sorry. But I'm going to stop with the drama for a little bit. I just want to focus on some reviews for a little while. But no more toilet flushes for a little longer. It's just going to take a while till I want to do one I want to talk about. But you might not see another toilet flush till close to the end of the year. Or I just might stop doing those. I don't know. Still debating on if I want to do another one or not, but for now, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Thank you, Hostway Productions, for joining the stream. And thank you, Jacob and Diana and Jasmine D and Clean Stash. Anyone that joined the stream, I appreciate you guys joining. Miss AMV too, as well, came in. So I appreciate you guys joining. Definitely hit the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video if you want. On the stream if you want. Your choice. Are you enjoying the summer? Yeah, it's solid. It's a hot one from time to time, but it's a solid summer. I'm just more concerned about the frickin' weather that's in my area. But until then, I'll have a new stream coming out when I get around to it. I gotta go watch a new movie pretty soon. But for now, you guys take care. Have a good rest of your Monday afternoon. And I'll see you guys soon in my next review. Thanks for watching this live stream today.